What is up, you guys? We finally got the lighting fixed. Yay! I got a better tripod, and as you can see in the mirror, we have my ring light. I tried filming this with just my normal setup like I did last time, but you couldn't see anything when I would hold up my palette to show you the colors. It was all over bad. We're good to go now. So, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button down below to make sure you're notified of any upcoming videos. And today, we are doing my makeup eyeshadow palette collection. If I showed you my whole collection, it would go on forever, and we're not doing that kind of a long video when I'm in the beginning of filming. So, as you can see, I have stacks of my palettes. I used to have more, I downgraded, or my sister or my mom got some, or I just got rid of them because they were old. Actually, no, I think I only did that to one, and that's because it's expired. This is my Miscellaneous, Anastasia, Beverly Hills, Jeffree Star Cosmetics, Morphe, Kylie Cosmetics, Colourpop. I'll get into all this as we go, but just another note to go off of from my last video. I no longer purchase Morphe. I no longer really support them. I'm trying to use up the products I do have, and the only ones I have bought are the ones that are collabs with influencers that I follow and support. So that's the only reason I have them. I'm supporting them, not really Morphe, but I guess that's the case. And then Jeffree Star Cosmetics, enough said. I don't need to go into that. Research it on your own. I haven't purchased from them in over a year. First off, we got the Kylie Cosmetics. No, this is the purple palette. Look at those shades. They come off a little cooler in the ring light. I'm trying to show you. That's almost true to color, but look how pretty that is. Next, this is the Blue Honey. This is the one I've been eyeballing forever, and I finally got it when they had the sale about 2 months ago at Ulta for like $19 a palette, so that's why I have these two. I used to have the Take Me on Vacation palette. I ended up decluttering that. Hi, as you can see, I have no makeup today, so that's why we're just filming this and that tutorial. But those are the only two I have. I used to have, as I was saying, I used to have the Take Me on Vacation palette. I feel like I had one other one, but I don't think so. Next, we have the Colourpop. I am a big supporter of Colourpop. I'd buy the whole thing. These are just the ones I have right now. So I have the Blow and Smoke palette, all the cool tone blacks. Just an essential everyday. So nice. I love Colourpop. Next, we have the Just My Luck palette. I'm trying to stay center. I'm trying to stay out of the mirror way other than my hand. Here's the Just My Luck. All these cool green shades. I don't have anything like this in my collection unless it's like a one-off. I don't have a lot of greens, but this one is literally my favorite. This one and that one. I love cooler tones. So pretty. I'll try to get closer so you can see. Look how gorgeous. Next is the Mint to Be. Look at how precious. I love cool tone pastels. This one I use and abuse. Same goes for this one. This is the Blue Moon by Colourpop. I have worn this on my eyes so many times and I haven't even made a dent in any of these shadows. So pretty. Foresight Raw Beauty Christie X Colourpop. Color Mom, congrats on your baby. I'm a big supporter. I love this palette. The colors are my tones. I am obsessed. And look at this packaging. Look at how precious. So good. And the back's even cute. Next, we have this So Jaded by Kathleen Lights X Colourpop. The design on this packaging. So cute. And as you will see, very much used and abused. I go everywhere. If I travel, this is one of my palettes I bring. Like that yellow, there is such a big dent in that. Like, I love yellow tones. This palette, so gorgeous, and look at that, so cute. Next, we're gonna go on to my Morphe. I have a lot, but it's mainly Jaclyn Hill, and I'm an OG Jaclyn Hill fan. I love her. As you can obviously tell, I have her brushes by Morphe, I have her palettes by Morphe, I have her continuations of palettes by Morphe. So this is the Armed and Gorgeous Vault collection. Oops. I think this is the one I use the most out of this collection, but ugh. Warm tone oranges and yellows. I love this color as much as my mom doesn't like these colors on me. I am drawn to this so much. Next, we have Bling Boss, which is I think my second most used out of her collection. Vault collection. Look at how cute. It's mainly purples. Next, we have the Ring the Alarm. So cute. Dark Magic. Perfect smoky tone eyeshadow palette. Trying to get in the better light. I love these colors. Back when I did bridal makeup on clients, this was my go-to palette I brought. As you can tell, it is very dirty. And as you will see, very used and abused. I've hit pan on the transition shade. A lot of these have dents in them. But yeah, very dirty. Has gone everywhere. I also bring this everywhere when I travel. I can't remember, is this my second one? This one might be my second one, not my first one actually. And I've already hit pan on this one. But yeah, love this palette. Then we have the Volume 2. Still shiny. I've only used her a handful of times. But look at that. Next, this is my last Morphe palette. It's the James Charles palette. If I can get it open. I haven't used this palette that much. I got this right after his scandal, or right before his big scandal happened, and then I kind of stopped using it, but kind of don't care now, so I'll be using this one again soon. But look, this pink is calling my name. Same with this little area down here. So pretty. Next we have some Miscellaneous. I got this from my parents for my birthday 1 year ago. This is my favorite palette, also my most expensive palette I own. It's the Anastasia Denota Sunset palette. She is dirty and she is abused. And it barely looked like I made a dent. There, you can kind of see. You can kind of see there's some dents in there. Look at how gorgeous. So good. Next I have my Create Your Own palette by Makeup Geek. All of this is Makeup Geek, from highlighter, blushes, bronzer, contour, and then a bunch of their eyeshadows that they reformulated. Definitely good. I use this all the time as well. This bronzer is perfect color for me. This palette I use all the time. This is Tati Beauty. I love the packaging, soft matte finish. And can we say hello to those glitters? I use this any chance I get. I love this palette. That black is perfect. So good, so creamy. So well formulated. Next we have my Anastasia Beverly Hills stack. First we have the Carly Bible X Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love this packaging. It's kind of beveled, but look how cute. And then I've definitely abused this one. You can see dents all over in this one, but look at how precious. I love this color for soft glamour. Anyone who knows me, I'm not a soft glam person. I go full out beat, or I do like a shade. That's it. Next we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills X Jackie Aina palette. I love this one. The packaging is so pretty. This, I love these colors. I have to use this more. Anytime I use it, I love my eye look. I just haven't used this in a while, but where is it? There we go. This shade is gorgeous. I'm obsessed. So pretty. Next we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette. I use this any chance I get. And it barely looks like I've dented it. I love Anastasia Beverly Hills formulation. Their shadows are amazing. And then we have the OG. I think this is my first palette, minus Morphe, that I ever bought when I first started getting into makeup. I got into makeup at a later age. I didn't really wear makeup growing up or in school. Most I wore was mascara, eyeliner, and maybe one shade on my eye, but I used those stupid little, I don't even know what you call them. They're what came in the little eyeshadow quads for drugstore. I literally used that. I didn't use brushes, nothing. So this is old. And there's dents in this. This is the first palette I used to get into makeup. So gorgeous. And it's an OG. Still one of the best palettes they ever made. Next we have the Jeffree Star. And as you can tell, Conspiracy palette with Shane Dawson. I got this before everything came out. After this, it's been a love-hate with him, Jeffree Star. The whole time I've been into makeup, I'd like him, and then I wouldn't, and then I wouldn't support. And then this series came out with Shane, and I think a lot of people were switched over. And then shortly thereafter, all the new stuff came out, and I'm like, nope, I am definitely done. I will not support. But these are the last things I have. As you can tell, it's very dusty because I haven't touched it. I used this a few times, but I will say, for him, as a person, I don't like him, but his brand, his makeup, his formulas are some of the best in the industry. Like his lipsticks, I'm obsessed with, but since I no longer support, I no longer spend money on his products. But look at that. Next, this is the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette. Like, there's nothing bad I can say about his palettes. He's a very good businessman when it comes to his company. But I literally had just gotten this before it all came out after his series. Because I've been eyeballing this palette. I didn't even show you what it is. What the hell? The Jawbreaker palette. Pastels Heaven. I'd just gotten this before his whole big scandal with him and Shane Dawson and Tati, or Glam Life Guru. So there's that one. And next, my Miscellaneous stack. So the last stack. I'm gonna lose some stuff here. As you know, I'm a big fan of the Raw Beauty Christie, and this is her collab with Pure. I love the designs on here. She did so good. I use this all the time. Here's the colorful side. Here's the neutral side. I use both. I'm obsessed with that color. This brand I no longer support as well, just based on how they handled Jackie Aina and Alyssa Ashley on Twitter, how she handled the whole thing. I just know their formulation is amazing as well, but just with how she handles her business and complaints, I'm not a fan, so I will no longer support. But this is the Juvia's Place, the Deuce by Juvia's, and the colors are huge, and it's, as you can tell, I dipped in quite a bit before that whole thing went down a few years back, but so good. Now, as I said before, with the ones I no longer support, I'll still use the palettes up. I'm not going to waste my hard-earned money just because of how they handle themselves in the public eye, but I'll no longer purchase going forward, I should say. This is the Dose of Colors X Desi Perkins X Katie, or Luster Lux, before she got her name switched on YouTube. Round 2. I love both of those women so much. I'm so happy for Desi with her new baby, and Katie, who just announced her brand today. This is the Friendcation palette. I use and abuse, if you cannot tell. Like, look at those colors. So good. Used and abused. Next, my sister gifted me for this for the Christmas this year. This is the KKW Beauty. What palette is this? Eyeshadow palette in Classic Blossom. Just got it. I've only used it a handful of times, and I'm obsessed with these tones. These are my colors, for sure. I'm a big fan of the Naked palettes by Urban Decay. Since I had to get the Radio Loaded, I love this palette. My mom has the Smoky palette. I want it so bad. It's my tones. She will not give it to me. I had the Naked 3, wasn't a fan of me. I sold it, and I don't think I had 1 or 2 ever, but I've had a few Naked palettes. But this one, I love this. Like, look at that. This is like my going to work. This is what I used all the time when I go to work in the office. I work from home now, currently. Next, I have been eyeballing and wanting this palette for years, since it came out. This is the Gemini palette by Melt Cosmetics. I use this any chance I get. Look at those tones. I'm obsessed with greens and pukey yellows and oranges. Oh, so good. Melt Cosmetics is one of the best cosmetics companies out there, in my opinion. Love it. Next, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the palette I use on my wedding day. Laura, you killed it with this. I want the Nudie too, the next chance I get. This is the Nudie Patootie palette by Laura Lee Los Angeles. Look at this. Look at these. So pretty, so gorgeous. I use this all the time since I got it. I literally just got this maybe 2-3 months ago. Next is Alamar Cosmetics. This is the Reena del Caribe Volume 1 palette. I got this in a BoxyCharm back when I got BoxyCharm. I love this brand. I am a full supporter. I want more. And I use this palette all the time. Like this, there's a dip in here. I use that color all the time. But look at how pretty. So I got this with my Sephora points. I think I only had to pay $5 because I had a $20 credit. This is the Tarte Clay Pay palette. I just needed something that I could bring anywhere for like transition shades, random bronzers. I've seen Casey Holmes talking about this palette or the old one or something like this for years, and I'm not one for basic colors, but this is, I'm obsessed. I use this all the time now. So good. And I love Tarte. Tarte and me go way back. Tarte was the first foundation I ever bought. I bought the Amazonian Clay. Doesn't work for my skin now, but I'm a big Tarte fan. Next, gotta support my girl Nikki. This is the Beauty Bay X Nikki Tutorials. What did she call this? Something Temple Tutorials. There we go. So gorgeous. I use this all the time. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be what I take traveling when we go visit my grandparents in Vegas. Look at this. I created one of my most favorite looks ever. It's on my Instagram. It's the green blue look I did. This is so good. She killed it. So good. And I like that it's magnifying mirror and a regular mirror. So good. Next, I had this palette. I got rid of it. I think I lost it or I used it all. This is Spoiled Cosmetics Pressed Glitter. I'm a girl. I can't help it. I like makeup, and when I want to take it there, now I have every color you could think of for glitter. You need a glitter glue, but these are amazing. And the packaging's cute. It's like sparkly. And last but not least, this is my most recent purchase before the Nikki Tutorials palette. This is the Be Perfect Cosmetics X Stacey Marie MUA. This is the Carnival 3 palette. I missed out on her first palette. I think there's a first palette. But this one, I saw it and I'm like, I can't miss it. If you know me, this screams my name. I love playing with colors. I'm obsessed. There'll be many tutorials with this palette, so look out. So good. Alright you guys, that's everything. I'm happy that you sat here and watched it with me. I'll be sure to do the rest of my collection so you can see everything I have, but that one will probably be still only one more video for that since I don't have much of everything else. But make sure to subscribe and hit the like button down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!